Hey, and welcome back to Air and Fire of Light. Next up, we have Leo's. Leo the Lion. All right, Leo. We got Leos coming up. So I am going to read from the extra deck for the Leos here. Mm. So, Leo, you get You get intuitive chaos extra deck. Oh, I had it up right. You get a reading from intuitive chaos extra deck for the sign of Leo anywhere in your chart, sun, moon, or rising, Venus, anywhere in the chart, anywhere you have planets or placements of Leo, right, in your birth chart. All right. So, what do we have for the sign of Leo, sun, moon, and rising? Let's get it. Leo, be a number 5. Mars is also here. Mars says adventurous and energetic, pioneering and courageous, enthusiastic, confident, dynamic, and quite witted, selfish, and quick tempered. So, this is the negative side. Okay, and this is an Aries card. So maybe you know an Aries, or maybe you're a Leo with Aries. Okay, or something could have happened in Aries season. All right, selfish and quick tempered, impulsive and impatient, foolhardy, and a daredevil. Element is fire, ruling planet is Mars, colors is red, magenta, magenta, and orange. And then the metal is iron. So you could be dealing with an Aries, Noah Aries, all right, or you and the Aries is close. Y'all could be family, partners, friends, or something. Gift and reward is here. Okay, so Leos, you have a gift or a reward coming, an incentive, some present, or somebody is trying to bring this to you. Okay, Leo, this Aries could be trying to bring you some sort of gift, reward, or incentive here, a present. Okay, this person could be in lack, scarcity, living in lack, living in some form of scarcity here. Poverty, struggle. Okay, they could be presenting a gift to you or trying to bring you a gift. I don't know who this person is, but they could be trying to bring you a gift. They look like a bum. They got flies and stuff flying all around them. Okay, somebody could be living like this, don't ever shave. All right, they could have a bald head. They could wear glasses. They could have missing teeth. Okay, always outside begging. Okay, somebody is living like this. They're living in lack, poverty. They're struggling here. Okay, they could have flies all around them. They could smell awful. They can have clothes on for a long time. Okay, the hand of God is here. Some force is here. So God is here. Okay, somebody could be getting karma here. All right, running. So somebody is running, trying to avoid something, escape something. Okay, they could have been avoiding an Aries or trying to escape an Aries. You could be avoiding an Aries or trying to escape an Aries here. Gains. Somebody could be gaining something financial, an increase, a level up, pretentious. So somebody here is pretentious here as well. Superficial, superficial, braggart, or they can't be superficial or a braggart because they're living in scarcity. While you're getting incentives, you're gaining money, resources. Okay, you're having a level up here. Somebody is running. All right, and then we got cool guys. So somebody was out here trying to be a cool guy. Okay, showing up as a cool guy, showing up as a main male, attractive. okay, and having some form of authority. All right, but you are content. Okay, you could be content, you could be happy. Okay, you could give gratitude. All right, you could be living in contentment right now, bliss and love. Okay, for your ancestors, your spirit guides. You could be praying all the time, constantly. Blue could be your favorite color. Okay, you could love to pray outside. You could love to hear the birds, love to listen to messages from source, love to listen to messages from God. You could listen all the time. Your crown chakra is enlightened here. Okay, you could be running towards God. All right. You could be running towards source. Somebody here has a victim mentality. They feel sorry, they're sad because you're getting money. You're being gifted financial incentives here. Maybe you're being gifted yeah, you're being gifted some gain, some level up, and somebody is in victim mentality. They're feeling grief, they're sorry, they're upset. Okay, they're crying here. This person has big crocodile tears. Okay, they may not be having their mouth open, screaming and hollering, but look at those tears. And they heartbroken. They heart is broken into pieces. While you're leveling up, you're getting an increase. Okay, you're not staying in the same spot. All right, you refuse to be victimized. You refuse to be sad. Okay, somebody else is going through sadness, restriction, grief. All right, electronics, internet. Okay, you could be on a computer. Okay, dealing with technology issues. Leo, there you go, Leo. So you just popped out on me. Okay, you could be this cool guy. You could be this cool girl. Okay, you could be generous and warm hearted, creative and enthusiastic, broad minded, expansive, faithful, and loving. Okay, but the negative side of a Leo is being very pompous and patronizing, bossy, and interfering. But this is a fire element. Okay, your ruling planet is the sun. All right, you're ruled by the sun here. Um, Okay, your colors are yellow and orange. Okay, and metals, your metal is gold. Okay, so you could love gold. You can have a Leo anywhere in your chart. Okay, somebody wants to call you, says incoming call. So they're going to try to either call you through technology, some form of phone, internet, or a computer here. Witchy sister. You could have a witchy sister. Okay. Some with this witchy sister. So while you being content, your witchy sister is out here. You're getting access to the spiritual realm. Okay. You're getting the keys to open doors here. Okay. You're getting the keys to a new door. You could be moving into a new apartment. Your witchy sister could be moving. Somebody moving here. Somebody's moving. Knowledge. Okay, you're learning something about a narcissist here. Somebody is upset. It says narcissist. Okay, I'm never wrong. Covert, manipulate, narcissist. So you learning something about a narcissist. Maybe you're learning some knowledge about this person. You're on a computer, so you're learning this through technology. Okay, you learning that a person is a narcissist. They feel like that they're never wrong. I'm never wrong. You're learning this. You have some knowledge, some form of knowledge about this. What else, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels? Excess. Somebody was in gluttony. Okay, they were excess, too much. Okay, they were eating too much. They was always eating. They overindulged in a lot of things here. Some sort of sickness and illness and infections here. So maybe they opened up a door and caught some form of sickness, disease, and infection. Deity is here. Okay, deity. Maybe they think they're a deity or a deity, a divine creator. Okay. a super being. So somebody could be a deity. They could be a divine creator here. But the deity is showing up. Okay. A divine power, divine source, divine creator is showing up here. Light spirit team. Okay. So you're learning that this person that's a covert narcissist, you learned that from your deities here. Okay, they told you how to tap into technology to find out the true meaning of a narcissist and what it is and what it's about. Okay, your spirit team here is guiding you, your light team, your spirit team. So you got the angels, and then you have somebody don't want me to get that out because my throat just started acting weird. Okay, so you have a light team here that knows about this divine creator. All right, they know about the power of this divineness. They know about the power of this creator here. And your light team is also out here with this deity. They taught you some things. They taught you about these people that were in access, doing too much, okay, having too much on their plate, being a liar, okay, not telling the truth, not being authentic. You know something about a Capricorn here? Capricorn could be anywhere in your chart. Okay, Capricorn says practical and prudent, ambitious and disciplined. This is the positive traits of a Capricorn. Patient and careful, humorous and reserved. But the negative side is they can be very pessimistic and fatalistic. Okay, I don't know what fatalistic is. I have to look that up. So their element is Earth and their ruling planet is Saturn. Their color is brown, purple, red, and blue, charcoal, gray, emerald, and lilac. Okay, so they love metal. You could know a Capricorn, Leo. You could have been dealing with a Capricorn, or you have Capricorn somewhere in your chart here. Creativity. Could be being creative at this time. You have a light bulb moment. Thinking about stuff, thinking about people, thinking about where you want to place your life. Okay, where you want to go, things you want to do. While this person is sick. Isolation. Somebody is in isolation here. This person that's sick is in isolation. All right. They don't see anything no other way. They're in isolation right now. They're sad because of the third wheel, a third party. So somebody is upset about a third party here. The other woman or the other man, the third party. So they can have two men or two women. Or you could have two men. All right. I don't know what you got going. Somebody out here looks like they have two men. Sagittarius is also out here in reverse. So the negative trait of a Sagittarius is they are blindly optimistic and careless and irresponsible and superficial. The positive traits of a Sagittarius is they're optimistic and freedom loving, social and good humor. Okay, they can be honest and straightforward, intellectual and philosophical as well. So the element here is fire. Ruling planet is Jupiter, and colors are purple, royal blue, and red. Okay, so the metallic here is tin and brass. So just in case you want to get that, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Sagittarius, another Leo. You could be dealing with an Aries that's living in lack and scarcity and poverty and stuff of that nature. Okay, I'm not saying it. The cards say it. So the cards is out here saying that. lack, poverty, or struggle. Okay, somebody out here is in lack, poverty, or struggle. It could be anybody. It could be somebody you know. It's a lot of people we come across and they're in this type of energy here. Taurus, you are out here, ma'am, sir, whoever. All right. So Leo, you could be dealing with a Taurus. You could know a Taurus. You could like a Taurus. You could be attracted to a Taurus. Okay. Patience and resilient. Reliable. So maybe you're resilient. Okay. But this Taurus, the positive trait of a Taurus is patient, reliable, warm hearted, and loving, persistent and determined, placid and securely loving. The negative side of a Taurus is they can be jealous and possessive, resentful and inflexible. Okay, their element is the earth. Ruling planet here is Venus. Their colors are green, yellow, and orange. And they love copper metals. It's good for them. Good for a Taurus man or a Taurus woman. Yeah, my ears have been very, very sensitive. Like double sensitive. Game over, endings. So something had ended here. Something was a full completion. The game is over now. The game is over. No longer can be played. There's a masculine out here. All right. This masculine is stability, their authority, they're a king emperor energy. Somebody could be out here naked. Okay. Out here naked outside, showing their body. Adaptability, change, adjustment also came out. So you could be trying to adapt to some changes that's been happening with the weather or with yourself on how you're supposed to dress and everything. Gossip, talk, and lies. So somebody is trash talking, gossiping, and lying, but you don't care. You're going through peace and harmony, and you're calm. You're relaxing. Somebody else is doing drugs, okay? Medication, addiction, cough syrup, taking pills, shooting needles, intent to harm you. So somebody could have been in excessive thought about harming you. Okay, trying to harm you. Period. Trying to pum you, one up you. They want to get you. Destiny, but your destiny is here. Your destiny, your fate, your future. Okay, you're raising your standards. Okay, karma. Somebody getting karma here. Self doubt. Somebody that's in self doubt is getting karma. Okay, that's karma, self doubt, and envy, and they're very insecure. Okay, they trying to do ugly beauty spell on you. Okay, they want you to be ugly, or they want you to feel or appear ugly, or beauty spells. Okay, when you look in the mirror, they trying to make you look at a whole bunch of pimples and stuff on your face. You may not even have no pimples on your dang on face. Siblings are here. Something with some siblings. Maybe you have a sibling. Maybe you don't have any siblings. You could be like me. I don't have any siblings right now. You could have a brother or a mother or a sister. Okay. Somebody could be a sister here because it did come out and say witchy sister. All right. Rejection is also here. Okay. Did I show y'all this? The siblings card? I think I did. That's the siblings, brother and sister. And my brother died when he was 22. Okay. Um, yeah. And that was back in 2013. So he's been gone for 13 years. 22. He'd have been 35, going on 36 here. So somebody feels rejection, abandonment, okay, um, discretion here. They can feel left behind. Virgo, is out here, Virgo. All right, Leo, you can know a Virgo. Let me read the positive traits and the negative traits of a Virgo. I can read positive and negative traits of a Virgo here. So we have the Virgo here. The positive traits is they're modest and shy, meticulous and reliable, practical and diligent, intelligent and analytical. But when they're in their negative energy, they can become very fussy and a warrior, overcritical and harsh. Okay, the element here is earth. This is still an earth sign. All right, the ruling planet is Mercury here. Colors is green and brown, and metallic is Mercury. Somebody trying to dig dirt up on you. They don't have any dirt to get. It says dirt digging, invasive, and nosy. So somebody is being invasive and nosy in your business. Charlatan is here. Okay. Somebody could be being a trickster, deceptive, and fraudulent. Leo, be very careful of any of these tricksters here with any of this energy. Okay, there could be a air sign here because there's stars here. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. All right. They could be trying to pull the strings here. Though that Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. All right, there are the stars. Or that Libra, the Aquarius has a star in their chart. The number 17 connected to Aquarius. Okay, so somebody is a role model here. They could be waving, could be very happy, independent. All right, somebody is a role model. Okay, people look up to this person. Okay, when they see them, they see the light within them. Okay, they're drawn to the light. They're drawn to the love that this person shows. Otherworldly, you could be extraterrestrial, otherworldly here. People look at you like you're otherworldly. You're not from here. People look at you like you're crazy, like you out of this world here. They don't understand who you are. Okay, hopefully you understand who you are. You know, if not, we learning together. Cancer is out here. Cancer just came out. So Leo, maybe you know a Cancer. Okay, maybe this is your mother. Maybe somebody here shows you love. Okay, Cancer is here. Their positive trait is emotional and loving, intuitive, and imaginative, shrewd and cautious. Okay, very protective and sympathetic. Okay, the negative side of a Cancer is changeable and moody, over emotional and touchy, clinging and unable to let go. Their element here is water. The ruling planet here is the moon. Okay, their colors are green and blue, and their metals are silver. Okay. All right, Cancer. Get it. All right, Leo, you can have Cancer. Hey, somebody trying to throw a card at me. Illusionists. Dang, they mad. Okay, because they was called, somebody part of a group here, a cult, a coven. That's what it's saying. A group, association, cult, or a coven. Okay, this illusionist, this charlatan here. Somebody is part of a group here or coven. They the great illusionists. They like to take a lot of rabbit tricks out their hat. You could be going through shocking news. You could be finding this to be shocking news here. Surprise, unexpected news. Sigma. Okay, so somebody is surprised that you're a Sigma. They feel like that's unexpected news here, Leo. All right. Law and order, authorities. You could be having to deal with the authorities, going to court for something. Fortune, abundance, and luck. You could be going to court to get your money, okay, to get your abundance, your fortune, your luck. All right, you're a Sigma here. All right, you could be suing this charlatan, getting money from somebody that you felt like did you wrong here. All right, you could be getting something from this narcissist. Maybe you have to go to court to get something from this person. All right, and now they're seeing you as a Sigma, and this is shocking to them that you're a Sigma. Okay, this person could be very promiscuous. All right, very promiscuous, full of lust. Yeah, this could be an Aquarius. Man, this Aquarius keep on showing up, y'all. Okay, the positive traits of Aquarius is friendly and humanitarian, honest and loyal, original and inventive. Okay, they could be very independent and intellectual. But the negative side of Aquarius is intractable and contrary, preserved and unpredictable. Okay, unemotional and detached. The element here is air. Their ruling planet is Uranus. Their colors is blue, turquoise, silver. And the metal here is aluminum and uranium. Copycat. This person could be a copycat. They could be trying to copy you. Okay. Emotional manipulation. Somebody could be trying to dress like you, look like you, act like you. Okay. Peeking at you, looking at your hair, your clothes, how you dress, how you look. And now they want to go and dress and look like you. They trying to figure out where you got your dress from, how you have your hair. Okay. They trying to wear their hair just like yours. Want to wear jewelry like you wear jewelry. All right. Spiritual gifts. You have a spiritual gift. You have a notice. You know about this emotional manipulator. Somebody is in awe of you, looking at your finances, your money, trying to figure what you got going on. Okay, they trying to come in with your abundance. They looking at your money. All right, because they know you're sweet, you're compassionate, and you're innocent. Somebody tried to say that you weren't sweet, compassionate, or innocent. Okay, this person could be in a contract with somebody, or you can have a contract, commitment, obligation, or agreement. You could be alluring to somebody, to some people. This person that has that is an emotional manipulator here. Okay. Feminine. You're very feminine. You're very powerful. You know your spiritual gifts. Okay, you're growing. Okay, in abundance. You're a queen. You're very fertile. You're a goddess. All right, you're an empress energy. So you know what you're doing. You got spiritual gifts and you're living in your authentic truth here. Somebody could have poisoned somebody with some lies, some toxic, harmful communication, try to lie about you, try to lie to you. Okay, try to lie on you, mind games. Somebody is playing mind games here. Manipulation, trickery, and confusion that came out again. So somebody out here lying. Somebody out here playing mind games. Okay, transcendental. You're transcending. You're transforming. You're going through transformation here, a upgrade, a rebirth, while somebody is having third party situation. Third party interferences. Okay, you have blocked this person, but now they going through third party situations here. Corruption, bribe, coercion. Somebody is getting bribed. Beta. You could be a beta. Okay, friendly, helpful. Okay, non-confrontational, reliable. Somebody feels guilt or remorse here because you're a beta. They didn't know that you were a beta. Candle magic. Somebody could be using candle magic here. Alpha. Okay, somebody could be ashamed that you're an alpha. Okay. They try to use candle magic on the alpha. You can't do that. Theft. They try to steal something from you. Robbery, burglary, embezzlement, and larceny. Pisces. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Leo. Or Pisces could have been a friend of yours. All right. Or some family relative. Pisces. Imaginative and sensitive, compassionate and kind, selfless and unworldly, intuitive and sympathetic. But the negative side of a Pisces is escapist and idealistic, secretive, vague, weak-willed, and easily led. So the element here is water. The ruling planet is Neptune. The colors are lavender and sea green. And the metals is platinum and tin. Then we got projection. So somebody could be projecting something onto a union. Okay? A union. Two people in love. Okay, somebody could be in love here. These two people here are in love. Yep. Lovers. Diabolical. Ain't that diabolical? You see this candle here and between his hands here? Diabolical. Look at that. Demonic, nefarious, diabolical, and bondage. So somebody is trying to use this candle magic on a union here, on a lover. All right. Because they started, they're upset with you about this lover. Chaos magic. Okay. Or because you brought some chaos to some form of magic on them. Parents. You could be a parent. You could know a parent. You could always talk to your parents. Okay, your parents could have had a birthday recently. You could have went to their house. They both could wear glasses. They could have had on black and green or just different colors. Okay, their house could be painted pink or red. Snap. Somebody out here snapped. This person that was in this diabolical energy, unhinged, instability, and crazy. Okay, they could have children. You can have children. You can have children with this person that was in this nefarious energy, this devil energy. Okay, children, creation, and investments here. Okay, attachments is also here. Somebody was attached to some form of toxicity, some chaos magic, some bad habits. All right, somebody in the collective, there it is. Somebody out here in the collective, they went through this. All right, y'all, and you know what? Did not want to go through these cards at first, trying to deal with the fact that I'm doing readings. A lot of times I be thinking that they could be personal for me, and sometimes it could be for the collective. But some of this stuff do be resonating with me, y'all. I don't be just sitting up here just saying anything. This actually is a lot of stuff that I have been through and been going through with some of these people. Okay, that's the end of me. I need to quit talking about me at the end of the video. So that is it for air and fire of light. And you have Leo anywhere in your chart, sun, moon, rising, Venus, anywhere in your chart. This message is for you or someone that you need to send it to. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate everybody that comes by and watches my videos all the way through. Y'all are so great. Okay. Thank you so much for your presence. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments. Okay, I really respect that. I respect you all for coming towards my channel. Not everybody that watches me is happy for me or proud for me or proud of me. I do know that there are people that's watching that don't really like my channel. They could be making fun of me. I don't care. At this point, I am just starting out. All right, and I just said I'm gonna stop enough talk about me, and then I go right into it. Anyway, but thank you for watching. I really appreciate y'all. Appreciate. Yeah, I don't know where this funny language coming from. But anyway, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching Air and Fire of Light. Please come again. Please watch the rerun for me, or please watch the video. Thank you for watching. Bye now. Enjoy your night. Peace, or morning, or wherever you are in the world. Bye.